Good morning, students. Today, we will start our geography, chapter number 6, our country, India. So, students, the aims and objectives of this chapter are we will be studying about our country, India, locational settings of India, India's neighboring countries, political and administrative decisions, and the physical divisions of India. So, class, as you all know, that in India, it is in the north side, it is bounded by the lofty of the Himalayas, the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east side, and the Indian Ocean in the south wash the shores of the Indian peninsula. And do you know that India has an area of about 3.28 million squares? The north-south extent from the Ladakh to Kanyakumari is 3,200 kilometers, and the east-west extent from the Arunachal Pradesh to Rann of Kutch is about 2,900 kilometers. So, class, do you know that India has a population of more than 120 crore since the year 2011, and it is the second most populous country of the world after China. So students, here you can see the map of our country, India. The image of the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal were also here. Now let us move ahead and know about the locational setting of India. India is located in the northern hemisphere. So first, where India is located, it is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, passes almost halfway through the country. And from south to north, the mainland of India, it extends from 8 degree and 37 degree north latitudes. From the west to east, India extends between 68 and half 7 degree east and 97 degree 25 east longitudes. So due to this great longitudinal extent of about 29.5 degree, there could be a wide difference in the local time of place which was located at two extreme points of India. And do you know that the sun rises about 2 hours earlier in the east and then in the west? So the local time of the longitude 82.5 degree east has been taken as the Indian standard time. So this meridian, students, or this longitude is also termed as the standard meridian of India, as it is shown in the figure. Now, let us understand about India's neighbors. So class, there are 7 countries which shares land boundaries with our country, India. So which were named as you have seen in the image, it was there in the Bangladesh. They also shares the land boundaries with our India, China, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Bhutan, Nepal, and the Pakistan. So across the sea to the south lies our island neighbors, which were Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a Pal Strait. Next is the political and administrative divisions. So India is a vast country class for administrative purpose. So we are going to divide into 28 states and the 8 union territories. Delhi is also the national capital and the states have been formed mainly on the basis of their language. Now, students, do you know that India is marked by a diversity of physical features such as the mountains, plateaus, plains, coast, and the islands. So here are the 6 physical units. That is the Great Northern Mountains, the Northern Plains, the Peninsular Plateau, the desert, the coastal plains, and the island. So let us understand each one by one. So let us start with the Himalayas. The Himalayas, Him plus Alya means the abode of the snow. The Himalayan mountains are divided into three main parallel ranges. The northernmost is the Great Himalayas or the Himadri, and the world's highest peak is located in this range. The Middle Himalaya or the Himachal lies to the South Himadri, and there are many popular hill stations like the Kufri, the Shimla, the Kulu Manali, the Chel, etc. They are situated here. And the Shivalik is the southernmost range. So here is the image of the Himalayan peaks. Next is the northern plain. Northern plain of India, it lies to the south of the Himalayas. They are generally level and flat. These are formed by the alluvial deposits and laid down by the rivers like the Indus, Ganga, and the Brahmaputra, and their tributaries also. These rivers plains provide fertile land for the cultivation to the farmers, and that is the reason for the high concentration of population in these plains. The northern plains here. Now it's time to know about the peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau is a triangular in shape. The relief is highly uneven. Basically, the base, the platform is uneven, and this is a region with numerous hill stations and the valleys. Aravalli Hills and one of the oldest range of the world border on it to the north side, the Vindhyas and the Satpuras are the important ranges. Even the Narmada River and the Tapi, they flows through these ranges. These are the west flowing rivers which drain into the Arabian Sea. The Western Ghats or the Syadri borders. The plateaus in the west and the Eastern Ghats provide the eastern boundaries. While the Eastern Ghats, they are the most continuous and the broken and the uneven. So this is the plateau which is rich in the minerals like coal and the iron ores. Next is the Great Indian Desert. To the west of the northern plain class, it lies to the Great Indian Desert, or we can say that the Thar Desert. It is a dry, hot, and sandy stretch of land. It has a very less vegetation. It is also about 800 kilometers long and 500 kilometers wide. It covers the large part of the West Rajasthan. Let us move ahead and know about the coastal plains. To the west of the Western Ghats and the east of the Eastern Ghat lies the coastal plains, and they are very narrow plains. The eastern coastal plains are much broader. There are number of east-flowing rivers, and the rivers are the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri, which drain into the Bay of Bengal. And students, these rivers, they formed a fertile delta at their mouth. And the main delta that is being formed by them is the Sundarban Delta, where the Ganga and the Brahmaputra flows into the Bay of Bengal. Last is the island. India has two main important group of islands, that is the Lakshadweep and the Andaman and the Nicobar Island. So the Lakshadweep Island are located in the Arabian Sea, and these are the coral island which were located off to the coast of the Kerala. They are composed of the small coral islands. The Andaman and the Nicobar Island lies to the southeast of the Indian mainland into the Bay of Bengal. They are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. Class, do you know about the corals? So corals are the skeletons of the tiny marine animals which were known as the polyps. When the living polyps, they die, only their skeletons are left. And the other polyps, they grow on the top of their hard skeletons, which grow higher and higher, and thus finally they form the coral island. So class, this was all about this chapter. Now let us have a look at some questions. Question number 1, describe the boundaries of the India. Question number 2, how is India a country of vast geographical expanse? Question number 3, How does unity in diversity exist in India? Question number 4, enumerate the physical divisions of India. Question number 5, define delta. Question number 6, distinguish between the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Question number 7, describe the neighboring countries of India. So, students, you all are requested to solve all these questions with the help of reading of this chapter. Thank you.